Well, tonight, if you would turn to 2 Kings, we'll be looking at the last verse of chapter 11, and then we will go on through chapter 12, verse 16. So 2 Kings 11, beginning with the last verse, and then the first part of chapter 12. Sometimes I'm asked the question, Pastor, when are you going to preach a sermon on this topic or that topic? One time, several times, I've had people ask me, well, when, Pastor, are you going to preach a sermon on money or on giving? Well, here's the problem with an expositional preacher. An expositional preacher has a choice, and that is what book he's going to preach through. And as he preaches through a particular book, he has to preach what's in the text. And so if there is a passage that deals with money or giving, that will be the sermon on money or giving. Tonight, we have a sermon that touches on that topic of money and giving in kind of an interesting way. We're reminded not only that we should give joyfully, even to the projects of the church, in this case, a repair of the temple, but also because God commands us to do so. Follow along as I read this description of the first part of the reign of Jehoash, sometimes known as Joash, who became king when he was just 7 years old. Jehoash was 7 years old when he began to reign. In the 7th year of Jehu, Joash began to reign, and he reigned 40 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Zibiah of Beersheba. And Jehoash did what was right in the eyes of the Lord all his days, because Jehoiada the priest instructed him. Nevertheless,